Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do your current advice spirit messages. Let me just go ahead and light your incense really quick. Sorry it took so long to get to you guys. As you saw in my live, YouTube was having issues and it was not allowing people to upload. I was not the only reader who was experiencing that issue, you know, YouTube drama. Alright, so I'm going to pull a card from the Akashic Tarot. Okay. Spirit, what are the current advice messages you have for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Okay. Ooh, my left ear just started ringing right now. Interesting. Has been doing that. It's always the left side. Like my left ear is ringing all the time, and then my left eye has been twitching like crazy. I feel like I've also heard that they were extension symptoms as well. So a lot of people are experiencing extension symptoms. All right, so these are also read reversed. Yours came up upright. You have the Akashic Library. Okay. Actually, let me turn on the light. Sorry. Let me go ahead and turn on the light. There. Now where you guys could see your cards better. Sorry about that. Alright. So, the Akashic Library. Hopefully you guys could see that. Whatever. Alright, number 2. Let's go ahead and read that. Okay, inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you. But this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records and to a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes, which is very good, okay? It says, it is also a time of heightened intuition as well as greater self-creation. This is why we're leveling up. All right, during this phase, and it's funny because we are moving into Aquarius season. It all makes sense. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen and do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rest solely on the scope of your imagination. Yep. And you will own it. You see? And your will to own it. So, there you go, guys. You are definitely leveling up. Okay? You're making history. You're making it to the books. You are, whatever you are doing, okay, your extension symptoms are putting you in a new phase. Allow it to happen. Use it for your benefit, okay? So I'm going to pull a card from your Work Your Light Oracle card. For Aquarius. Aquarius. Interesting. It says trust your path. You see, trust what Spirit is trying to lead you towards. There's a huge transition here. Okay, it says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you be? Let's go ahead and read into that. Trust your path. Trust your path. Trust your path. It may be a little scary for some of you guys, but hey, eventually you'll be immune to it. Whether you like it or not, you're going to level up anyways. So if you want to just keep it very, very low, or if the extension symptoms or whatever is too much for you, you can always reach out to your archangels, spirit guides, and ask them to make it less intense and more bearable for you to handle. Okay? They're always there to assist you. You just have to, you know, communicate. All right, so it says, oops, wrong one. I thought I put trust your path. I put trust the niggle for some reason. Trust your intuition, that feeling. All right. All right, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world, okay, without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, okay, baby steps, slow and steady wins the race, within a year, you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, but if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. You see that? Somebody out there needed to fucking hear this. All right? Make sure you're taking the advice too. Don't just listen, but don't follow through. You know? Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from the Doreen Virtue Angel Dreams. It's been a while since I used these, so. One card for Aquarius. Oh! Well, one flipped over. That was quick. We have Dragonfly. Look at that. I cannot. Transformation, magic, and illusion. I literally told you guys are leveling up. Transformation. Making it to a different, you know, level. Extension symptoms. You see that? Wow. Let's read it. Dragonfly. Here it is. So, magic, illusion, and transformation. This card is reminding you to use creative imagination as a force within your life. It can transform your world. When you utilize your mind in this manner, you're actively expanding yourself physically. Do not allow illusion to hold you back. Know that nothing is permanent or set in stone. You can change your life. Dragonfly, Weaver of Dreams, is a symbol of transformation and new visions. New visions, baby. This bringer of light also reminds you to keep yourself light, carefree. Harness your light, magic, and allow light, divine inspiration, to illuminate your path. Nothing can stop you unless you allow it. Peek behind the veil and discover the magic awaiting you. Ooh hoo hoo. So additional meanings is work with this card to see through the veil of illusion so that you may be clear on those things that matter most to you. There is an underlying purpose for the situation about which you're acquiring. Trust that all will be revealed in divine timing for the greater good. That was actually very, very positive. Very, very positive. Somebody out there needed to hear that. And now my ears, I feel like my ears are closing up. Oh my God, I cannot. I just keep going and going and going. All right, so the last card I'm going to pull are very, very spiritual cards. These are from the Love and Light Oracle. They have very inspirational you know, quotes in here, also taken from the Bible if you're very religious. Even if you're spiritual too, these are actually really, really well. Beautiful. Bam. Right out the bat right here. Oh, shoot. You got two? Oh, my God. Apparently, the heavens have a lot to say to you. So, we'll start with this one. It says, God will lead the way. Ooh, look how beautiful that card is. God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's spirits. Romans 15:19. Wow. Look at all those feathers. So beautiful. I'll read that right now. And then we have, see everything through the eyes of love. Look at the colors, guys. The colors on here are just so breathtaking. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Okay, so we'll start with God will lead the way. All right. When we open up to God and trust and love Him with all of our heart, we are better able to hear and understand God's guidance. It is the same with reading and studying God's Word, so that we can instantly recognize true guidance from God, as opposed to false guidance from insecurities or the enemy. When we trust in God, our lives flow more easily, and the way is apparent. Fueled by the light of the source, we can rely on and follow God's guidance. If you have a strong, repetitive thought or feeling to make a positive change, pray for God to reveal more details to you, and He will. Close your eyes and meditate on being more receptive to God's guidance, which you discern as strong, repetitive thoughts or visions. Always, God guides us towards being helpful and loving, and His messages are aligned with Scripture and the Word. We can also ask for a sign from God, as long as we're perfectly honest with ourselves and we're not trying to find a sign to justify following our own will instead of waiting to hear God's will. Everything we need is provided, and all our needs are always met with divinely perfect timing when we follow God's guidance. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19. Love it. Okay, so now we're moving on to see everything through the eyes of love. Oh, my aquas. My aquas. Okay. Alright, so it says, children are made from the pure love and light of God. They are love, and as we grow older, our spiritual focus needs to stay upon love and deepen even more. We realize that we have the choice to view ourselves and others through eyes of love, just as God sees us. Love is strength, not weakness. So choosing love also means that you're choosing to experience life with the strength of God. It's the power of love that's always within you. And living as a loving being is an infinitely happier, more satisfying way to live compared to living with a fearful focus, which is very freaking true. When you look around with the eyes of love, nearly every situation becomes clearer and lighter, and challenges can become easier to resolve. You fall back in love with life again, the way you did as a child. Pray for help when you feel afraid, and God will shine the light and love upon you so that you'll almost immediately feel uplifted. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful, or pride or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Ooh, this is definitely very significant. I feel like that's like for 99.9% of you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Alright, Aquarius, this was your advice messages. I hope it really did strike a nerve or trigger you in a very positive way. Don't forget to hit the like button and share. You never know who your friends or your family might need to hear these messages to help them out. Be somebody else's light, okay? Alright, guys, love you. See you later.